Day 16 in the Big Brother UK house, and it was nomination day, and I am absolutely devastated and appalled that Paul is not up for eviction. How did this happen? What is wrong with the world? Janelle nominated first, and somebody needs to tell me what fake tan she's using. I noticed Olivia's using it as well, and they're really dark, but they don't seem to be streaky at all. Jordan voted for Hallie and Jenkin, and when he said that Jenkin had actually came up to him and grabbed food and drink out his hand when he's been in the fridge, I'd go mental if somebody done that. I think that the food should be rationed out or like split up evenly when they're on a basic shopping budget. But even then, if somebody came up to me and like grabbed something out of my hand, whether it was food or not, I'd go crazy. During nominations, Olivia was telling Kerry that she whines, and Kerry was actually shocked. She was like, "Oh my god, do you think I whine?" And Olivia is just so honest. Like, that is me. Even though she's doing it in a jokey way, she's being serious. I really like Olivia. Kerry voted for Trish and Dylan. Not really a surprise there, since the two of them are strong personalities and they think that they rule the house, and Kerry obviously wants to rule the house. But when Kerry said, "I feel bad for voting for Trish because she's a fellow mum," that doesn't make a difference to me. Like, if you like the person, you should just vote for them. It shouldn't make a difference. However, people on Facebook are now saying that they think Kerry's racist because first of all she voted for Frida, then she voted for Zach, and now she's voting for Trish and Dylan. And it's completely ridiculous because I didn't like Frida or Zach and I don't like Trish, and it's absolutely nothing to do with race. I feel as if people they pull these fucking excuses out their arse. Like, when it comes to voting or it comes to not liking people, race doesn't even cross my mind ever. And I know it does with some people, but to say that Kerry is racist because she's voting out people that are absolute cunts is a joke. Then Trish was in playing the absolute victim and says that Dylan is stereotyping her because he says that Chanel says she's scary and because she's loud. Guess what? She is those things. Like, at one time somebody could have said to me, "Oh, you're Scottish, you're small and angry, you drink too much and you've got ginger hair." Aye, that is me. Aye, okay, that's also a stereotype, but I was those things. And Chanel did say that she was scared of Trish, so I don't know what her problem is. She's absolutely using that as an excuse. Then when she found out she was up for nomination, she said, "Oh, I had quietened down a wee bit, but now that I'm up, I might as well, like, go full on and just be myself." If that was her quieting down, then I'm dreading to see what she's like when she's herself, because she's an absolutely fucking obnoxious, nasty bitch. She also voted for Chanel, and you can't blame her because Chanel's went behind her back and told Dylan that she's scared of her. Like, you're a grown woman, Chanel. Speak up for yourself or get to fuck. As we found out the night before, Yinrun got in trouble for breaking the rules and talking about nominations. Now, I must admit that I didn't really think what she said counted as talking about nominations, but the person I was watching it with did say she was trying to get somebody else to, like, influence her vote. I still don't really think it counted, but if Big Brother says it does, then it does. I was so shocked that Paul only got one vote, especially with all his carry on at night. But in the end, it was Trish, Dylan and Hallie that was up for eviction. And then Hallie had an absolute cheek to be like, "Oh no, I don't want to go home, I'm not ready to go home, I've still got a story to tell," and going on fucking a depressive mode and moaning and crying. Nearly every single day she goes, "Big Brother, I want to go home. Big Brother, I want to leave. Big Brother, I want food." Okay, well, do you know what, Hallie? You obviously don't want to go home, you're just playing up for the cameras. I can't stand it. Like, see when housemates go, "I want to go home," Big Brother should just say, "Doors open. Bye, bitch." Big Brother put Yinrun in jail, and I have never witnessed anything so pathetic from a grown woman in my life. And a while ago I seen a TikTok video about Japanese men and how they like women to act like children. Like, see when they go, "Ooh," and like cry, like the way Yinrun was crying, and they think it's cute. Now that's weird to me, right, but it's a cultural thing. But I don't know if that's also a thing in China, or if she just cries like an absolute baby. But when she was in there and the housemates were going, "Don't worry about it, like, calm down," I'd be like, "Ah, Yinrun, fucking get a grip of yourself, hen. Why are you crying like a 2-year-old? When Yinrun was in jail, the housemates decided to protest to get her out, and then some of them locked herself in the jail with her. And Big Brother UK is way too soft, right? If Big Brother Australia was in charge, he would have put all of them in jail, or he would have put them all in jail and took Yinrun out and gave her food or something. Big Brother UK just rolls over and lets them do whatever they want. Like, I don't think that it really counted as a rule break, but he said it was, right? So then if the housemates go, we don't agree with that, get your run out, Big Brother should have took a stand and made an example of all of them. He just lets them away with everything. It's driving me insane. Get Big Brother Australia on the phone. On the after show, they were talking about Yunrun crying and how she's over the top, but some people are going, oh, she's the nation's sweetheart. I'm like, no, speak for yourself. She's absolutely not my sweetheart. I think that she's a nice person, but I think a lot of it's quite fake. And then last night they were saying that when she was crying, she didn't have any tears. Now, you're not maybe going to see somebody's tears, especially since it's not totally zoomed in. But the way she was acting, it was just pure attention seeking, and the housemates were falling for it. So Harry was in the back garden arguing with Tom and Jenkin because they said that she was being rude or whatever it was they were arguing about. And she was saying, oh Tom, you never know when to stop. Like, whenever I tell you to stop, you keep going. And I thought, she has got a fucking cheek. Like, the other night she was hiding all her stuff and people were telling her not to do it. Jenkin was telling her to stop touching him and she kept on doing it. And I was like, you don't like people doing that, but it's alright for you to do it. And then people will just turn around and go, oh, she's only 18. Like, fuck that. Grow up, bitch. While this was happening, Chanel just stood up and walked away. And I understand that some people don't like confrontation, right? But Chanel is an absolute shitebag. Like, she can't even be near people when there's confrontation. She can't even stand up for herself in any capacity whatsoever. It drives me insane. She can't stand up for herself and then she goes and bitches about people. And then when Trish came and said to her, oh, I would rather you come to me and say if you feel scared of me. And then she had a cheek the other day to say she had a backbone. Hush the fuck. On the Late Show, Henry and Jordan were in the bedroom. And Henry was like, they think we should go and join the rest of the group. And Jordan was like, no, because all they talk about is farting, pissing and shitting. Or whatever it was he said. And that is so true. Like, there's some people, like my friends will talk about that sometimes and I've got other groups that won't talk about it. I must admit, even though the protesting annoyed me and I think that Big Brother should have took action, I think that Henry and Jordan going into the diary room as a legal team was actually quite funny. And it was even funnier because Jordan is like a serious person. He's got a serious career and they're in there trying to get him to fight for Yunrun's freedom. And even though he was embarrassed, he still done it and he did a good job. When Harry was talking about Henry, she was saying that he never does dishes and he doesn't wash up after himself, and now he's started like only washing his own plates and leaving the rest of the dishes. And I totally agree with that. Like, if you're in a house and sometimes you do the dishes and then they never get done, I'm just going to start washing my own plates and my own pots as I need them, because everybody else has left stuff at their arse. So I'm just going to wash my own and that's that. If you don't like it, fuck off. On the Late Show, it showed you tonight's challenge, and it's a runway challenge, and they end up getting like hot with guns and stuff. And I thought, this is good, this is like a good classic Big Brother challenge. But bloody well, cue the calls to Ofcom. People will be like, oh, it's out of order, they shouldn't be hitting them with guns. Drives me crazy. So let me know in the comments who you think's going to be voted out. I hope it's Trish, because she's now playing the victim for no reason and I can't be bothered with that. And if you would like to talk more about Big Brother, give me a follow.